So about me, so my name is Michael Fulton. This is my group. We started it just 3.5 months ago. And we are only spending 20, 30, well, about $50 a day on ads right now to grow it. We have the budget to grow this to 30,000 members, and we're in the middle of a funding round right now. So we're committed to this, putting our money where our mouth is. I founded a digital agency in 2012 called Digital Mafia, and we are a product launch agency. We launched 500 brand new tech products to market over those 12 years or so before we became mostly, I'd call it inactive. We did about $1.5 billion in client revenue. Launched all kinds of cool stuff, worked with a lot of cool brands, a lot of brands that got acquired after like the first 3 months of being on the market, which is awesome. And some established brands like Stone Brewing and some other cool outdoor products you might have seen. During that time, I founded, and exited 2 other companies, one being a Instagram growth company called Gramify.io. We exited in 2018 doing $3.2 million in annual recurring revenue. And then last January exited a GHL agency that I started in like after 11 months. I just sold off all the customer base to a bigger agency. That was called LiveNinja.ai. I retained the name. I still have LiveNinja.ai, so that is now the brand name for our CRM, infrastructure services, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But exited from that successfully. This group is my attempt to force myself to become, and my team to become like the masters at everything that comes out. A lot of business owners have ADD. I don't know why we do, but we do. If I'm not committed to doing it this way, meaning that I am responsible for you guys, if I'm only responsible to myself, I wouldn't even be this advanced right now, because I probably would have saw something else shiny, or I would have started another agency, and then I would be doing the cool stuff. But what I really want to do is I want to be in a position where I have to learn, and not for me, I have to learn for you. And my team has to learn. Our researchers, our CTO, our developers, they have to learn, because they're reliant on you. You guys are what holds it all together. That's it about the group. If there's any burning questions about me, my background, or the group, you guys can, and by the way, there's only like 15 of us in here today. If you have a burning question, just interrupt, and I can edit it out. If it's like a simple question that you think I'm going to answer, write it down, and we will do a thorough Q&A at the end. But it's a smaller group today. Yesterday with 40 people, it wouldn't have worked. It would have been nonstop. Today's agenda, I'm gonna recap yesterday briefly, and then we're gonna dive right into demos. We have about 12 new bots to demo today. I have pre-filled all the information out. You're not going to sit here and watch me type today, promise. We're just going to go through and boop, 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 click generate. You're going to see the inputs. You're going to see the outputs. It's going to make sense. Oh, I can use this. If not. What I am going to ask you guys to do today is, as I'm demoing a new bot, if you see something that you're like, oh my God, I would definitely use that, just go ahead and type 100. I'll remind you. Say, hey, type 100 if you would use this, like you would 100% use this. It's helpful for me to know what is useful and what might be cool, but not actually useful. There's a lot of cool stuff. I don't know if it's all useful every day. I think 80% of it is useful every friggin' day for yourself and for your clients. So that being said, I'm going to jump into what we did yesterday, which is we did these 2 free bots. And what we did is we put in a bunch of inputs, and we got these outputs, and they're still here from yesterday. And then we dove into these 5 essential bots that are now, for everyone after tonight at midnight, this is going to be $9 a month to have access to these and the previous 2 ones. Excuse me. And these outputs look like this. We did pain points. We did brand writing style, which gives you a 1,000-word prompt and a 1,000-word writing sample. We did emotional buying triggers, which tells you for each of your, it takes all of your, let's say your product has 50 features that are between technical, functional, aesthetic, look, feel, touch, color, whatever, eco-friendly, safety, durability. It takes all those and it goes, which ones actually create an emotional buying signal in your ideal customer? And then let's lead with those in what we're talking about. The brand framework doc is an all-encompassing doc that takes all the previous 6 bots, it takes all their outputs, and it gives you one document. This is important because this is not technically a SaaS product right now. This isn't like where you log in and all your stuff is saved. So right now, because again, we are in beta, you gotta do a little copy and pasting. If you can see on the right side of my window, I got a handy dandy Google Doc open with this entire brand framework doc for, and I should say, the hypothetical company for you guys that are new is called Hyperion Pickleball Paddles. We chose it because it's kind of fun. It's easy to understand. It's a physical product. We can have some fun with the branding. And the product itself is a smart pickleball paddle, again, fictitious, that has sensors inside and Bluetooth and accelerometer, so it can kind of like tell you your spin rate and your attack speed and all that fun stuff if anyone plays any racket sports. And so this brand framework doc is for that company. And again, so now that it's copy and pasted here, for all of the rest of the premium bots, it's going to ask you to paste this in there. At some point, when we get our funding and we actually put through some SaaS development, it will already be there for you. Right now, you got to copy and paste it. So bear with us, but you're also not paying $300 a month or $500 a month. And then we went on and we did some premium bots. We did a lead magnet brainstormer. We did warm lead SMS drip, warm email drip, and that's it. That's where we stopped yesterday. I'll show you those results. In fact, let's see. Will I show those results? Yeah, so here's our lead magnet brainstormer. This is the output, not the input. And then here is our warm SMS creator. This creates, for those of you guys using high level, you're going to recognize this right off the bat. This is going to create, oh, and actually, if I remember correctly, this is the one that we ran with no, this was the comparison one that we ran with no information, and that's why it looks so bad. So I'm just going to click reset. If we have time, we can do this one over again. But we redid it without the branding doc just to show how bad it is when you don't give it any context. And then the one I want to start with today is the social media micro topic generator. What this does is it takes your niche, it takes whatever it is that your product is, whatever it is, and it helps you develop micro topics. Micro topics to me are something that is a topic that is so specified and granular that it can't reasonably be broken down any further. Why is that important? If, let's say for this company, if you were to create a 90-second reel and it was called The Ultimate Guide to Pickleball, if you give someone the ultimate guide to pickleball in 90 seconds, you have nothing to post tomorrow or the next day after that. So let's go more general. The ultimate guide to returning a serve. Okay, it's more specific. But if you can't, now that you've said that that's the ultimate guide to that, or this is everything you need to know about X, there's nothing else that you can post because you've already said that this is everything. So what we do is we have forced this bot to get so granular that it's, for instance, let's say if the micro topic that you might choose in your head would be, the best pickleball serves, okay? Like how to serve, what's the best serve in pickleball? I would argue that we could probably make 24 separate social media posts about serving the ball in pickleball. And in fact, I bet we could probably make 50. I bet we can make them for a lifetime because we can get so specific by making that title or that hook longer. What's the best serve to serve to a 4-0 player, which is a ranking? The best top spin serve that you haven't been using. Use this slice serve to defeat a newbie every time. You can literally forever. And that is what this does. So without further ado, all I've posted in here is the framework doc. Anything that you want to add? No. Anything you want to avoid? No. Name and company. The key for you guys that are here today and were here yesterday to all these bots is it's not going to ask you, hey Josh, what do you think your micro topics are? That's a shitty bot. Excuse my French. That's shitty. Anyone that's producing things that just ask you what it is and then spit it out in a different way, that's not helpful. This is doing all the work for you. Okay, so let's click on generate and see what it comes up with and how long it takes. These used to take, oh, that was really quick. That was about 3 seconds. These used to take about 20 seconds. Okay, let's see what it came up with. It's given us 50 right off the bat. 3 ways to keep training fun and engaging. I love that. And a lot of these you might argue, hey, I bet I can make that even more granular. That's awesome. Keep on going. This is going to get you 80%, 90% the way there. And then you can look at some of these and say, the best warm-up exercises for pickleball players. You can go, you know what? I can break that down further. I can do the best warm-up exercises for pickleball players with knee injuries. I could do the best warm-up exercises for advanced players. I could do the best warm-up exercises if you haven't played in 6 months. You can add to the sentence, literally add another phrase or fragment at the end of the sentence and make it even more specific. Why are these important? Because the next bot that we're going to use is going to be a TikTok Instagram reel generator, which is going to generate 3 styles of reels for each micro topic, 3 different styles. So let's take, I'll let you guys choose. I'll make my screen a little bit bigger. How to communicate better with your doubles partner. Let's do it, okay? Let's see. So I've already chosen a format of face on camera with voiceover B-roll. What that means is sometimes your face is on camera, sometimes it's showing stock footage or recorded footage, and it's just your voice carrying over it. And then maybe at some point there's some animation or whatever. The style is number tips. I will show you this. Each one of these fields has tooltips in it. You're not just in here going, choose up 3 styles. What the hell are you talking about? What styles? I don't know the styles. We covered 90% of them in the tooltips for most of these. What length is good? Don't worry. You just choose 15, 30, 45. Unfortunately, you have to type it out. It's not a drop down or multiple choice, but it's all there for you. CTA type, same thing. There's a tooltip in here that tells you that you can choose from. But I pasted everything in here to save time, but you can't see the tooltips, unfortunately. We pasted our handy dandy brand framework in here, which includes our writing style, X factor, pain points, customers, demographics, all that stuff we've already created. And now we're going to create some scripts off the cuff and see what happens. About 7 seconds, 8, 9. Okay, so about 8 seconds there. And as I kind of mentioned yesterday, business owners here, if you've hired copywriters, I don't care if they're sitting in your office, if they're full-time employees, or if they're contractors, there's no way you're getting anything in 8 seconds, let alone 8 days. You're not getting it. You're not getting 3 TikTok reels and scripts that are fully working your brand writing style on micro topics in 8 seconds. You're not getting them in 8 days. Definitely not 8 hours. Okay. The other thing about these reels, and when we go and I show you guys this YouTube stuff that we're going to do later on too, we have thought of everything. It's giving you 3 viral titles. It's giving you 3 instant hooks, and along the way that it's in the script, it's not only giving you the dialogue, it's also recommending what visuals are going to be playing in the background or what visuals you should be shooting, filming, or buying stock footage for. I'm not going to read this whole script, but there's 3 different versions of 3 different 90-second scripts here. This one is Unlocking Perfect Double Communication in 3 Easy Steps. That's such a perfect title. It's such a perfect title. I would send, like we were talking about yesterday, I could send 1,000 copywriters away for an hour, and probably I might get something as good as this, but it's just a back and forth that's just like, no, that's not good enough. Like, go do it again. They're like, well, what do you mean? Like, what do you want? You got to tell me. You go, you're the copywriter. You got to that whole pain point is just eliminated with this. Okay. Number 2, teamwork makes the dream work. Kind of corny, but it makes sense. Doubles communication tips. Okay. Let's see. What's up, Hyperion Warriors? Alex here to help you and your partner communicate. Players using hand signals before a serve, players discussing strategy during break, have regular strategy sessions, celebrate a point with high fives or a paddle tap. Okay. These are all perfectly acceptable reels. They're fun, they're educational, they're entertaining, they're lighthearted. And now you have 3 of them that you could literally go record today. Okay. Go ahead and type 100 if you think this and or the previous social media micro topics would help you. And keep in mind, this one took 2 seconds. This one took 8 seconds. You went from having no idea about what content to produce to having 50 micro topics and 3 reels done in 8 seconds. And every single one of these 50 micro topics, you can go plug in here and you could have 3 times 50. You could have 150 reel ideas today. You could do this today. I'm going to assume people are typing 100, even though you guys are not on my screen. So I'm just going to assume that that's helpful. We did this one yesterday. I'll come back to it if we need to. Did this one yesterday. Let's dive into Facebook ads. Okay. I saw some of you guys say that filled out the survey are running ads. Some of you guys are running a lot of ads. Some people said they're running 100K or 10K or more. Some were 100K in ads, and that's awesome. Same, we've run probably $60 million, I think closer to $80 million in ads over the last, and when we started our agency, there was no such thing as Facebook ads. So that was really like the last 5 or 6 years of our business. Okay, the framework is in. Now, this part, it's going to ask you which of your avatars is this specific ad directed at. Really simple. Your framework is pasted in here. Just go choose one. Go, okay, this one's going to be directed at Tech Savvy Tina. If you're here yesterday, you know Tech Savvy Tina is one of the 5 avatars that our bots chose for the smart pickleball paddle that has sensors and all that other bells and whistles, Bluetooth in it. So we're going to use her. It already knows because it already has this data. It already knows. You don't have to type anything else except for avatar 2 right there. What is your offer? We're going to say use 22 off to get 22% off your first paddle purchase. Boom. And is it limited? Let's say it's limited to the first 100 people. And let's say it expires in 72 hours. Buy now. Thought I filled this out. I did not. Highlight the best features. Yes. Again, this is for a long form ad copy, which is usually pretty substantially long and has the emoji and the list of features and testimonials and ranking. Like it has everything. It reads like a blog article in the text box. Do you want to include customer benefits? Sure. Why not? Special bonuses. I'm going to go with no because I don't have any ready off the top of my head. And let's go with yes. Use fake ones or placeholders for now. I don't know if it's going to understand what I'm saying here. I'm assuming that it is because I've been working with these and testing with these, and it seems to be able to understand context that we put in here. Yeah, so let's put our Yelp rating. Let's say we have 4.5 stars out of 5 on, let's say, Trustpilot and Amazon. Boom. Yes. Choose what you think is best. And let's see lots of emoji. Why not? No. Okay. Fingers crossed. Let's see if it understood the extra detail and context I put in there, or if it ignores me. Now, again, these are in beta. If it chose to ignore me there, we go back and we fix the code. We fix the prompts. Each one of these prompts is between 2,000 and 9,000 words long. Okay. Boom. Here's our ad. Okay. It's going to give you a headline. It's going to give you a hook, and it's going to give you a breakdown of what you're going to copy and paste in there. Now, first thing I'm noticing that I'm not happy with is that it's enumerated. It shouldn't be enumerated, but I guarantee you, well, I don't want to guarantee you, but I think if I click run again, sometimes it just figures it out the second time. We don't want it to be enumerated. We didn't ask it to be enumerated. This is, again, we're standardizing the inputs and the outputs for these platforms, but we're still using these platforms through the API. Okay, it's enumerated again. So this is either something we have to fix in the code. I've never seen it do this before ever, or you just have to copy and paste around it. But it is giving you everything that you need right here. Your feature list complete with emojis. It's giving you labels with colons and then explanations after. This looks fantastic. I see another problem already, and it has been told specifically not to do this, but it sometimes still messes up. It's supposed to spell out the URL, and who can guess why? I go because when you're copying and pasting into a Facebook ad, the link doesn't go with it. So you have to spell out your URLs. So this is something that we can easily fix. But it's giving you 95% the way there. Who would be upset if they got all this, but they had to just copy and paste their own URL every now and then? It's not supposed to do this, but it did. Move on to the next one. We're going to get into, and by the way, there is a short form version of this that creates quippy 2-3 line ad copy. I don't think it's worth demoing. It's almost all of the same inputs, except it's going to give you, instead of 5, it's going to give you 12 variations of like 2 to 3 line quippy call to action with hooks for shorter Facebook ads. Let's say where the visual or the video or whatever the ad is going to do more of the storytelling. These are for more, long form is more for when you have just a static image and you need to really explain what's going on for cold traffic. Okay. Who would 100% use this? Let me check the chat. Let me see what you guys have been up to. Oh, and I appreciate you guys doing the 100 and then also tell me what bot, because I'm not looking at these real time. So some of you guys did this. Microtopics, awesome. And if you run ads for yourself or for clients right now, just type ads. I'll look at this stuff later. Let's do a YouTube one. The next 5 are gonna be all based around YouTube and blog content. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. If you have a YouTube channel right now, type YouTube. What this is going to do is it's going to give you one of those super sweet long descriptions for your YouTube videos that is packed with hashtags and timestamps and affiliate links and a description of the video, and you're not going to have to sit there and type it out every time. I don't care if you have a Google Doc with a template somewhere that you just go and copy and paste into. You still have to write all that stuff down and copy it and all that stuff, and it's just, I've done it. It's annoying. If somebody here has a channel with 100, let's see, who has Felicia and Blake, you guys got YouTube channels. If you got more than 50 videos, 10 videos, 100 videos, however many videos you have, you could redo all of those descriptions in an evening just by pasting the transcripts in here. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it because there's an extra step with these. And putting in your affiliate links, boom, and then just copying and pasting and then just sending it off. For this one, you're putting in just your transcript of your video. I'm going to show you how to get that because it's not automatic. You put in your affiliate links or whatever links you want in here, social media links, website, and then your writing style, and then boom, and let's see what it comes up with. Now, while that's generating, I'm going to show you what you need to do in order to, we'll come back to this wonderful description. I'm going to slide this over. So we're going to take this random YouTube link here, and we're going to go to another tool. We're not affiliated. This is just a free tool that we use called NoteGPT, and they have a product called YouTube Summary. The summary is not free, but the transcript is. So when you get here, it's not letting me paste. There we go. When you get here, you just paste in this video and click Generate Summary. If you want the actual summary, you got to pay. If you just want the transcript, it's here, and you just click this. It's hard to find this little copy button right here. Copy, and then I just came over to, is that here? And I just boom, and I just pasted it in a Google Doc, and now I have the entire transcript of somebody else's video. I guess I should make that clear. Well, for the future bots, the next one's we're going to go over, it's someone else's stuff. This would be for your video, okay? So here's what it produced for us. It gave us 5 viral titles. So you don't even have to name your YouTube videos anymore. Let this name it for it. It's going to give you viral hooks. This is going to be what you're going to say in the first 5 seconds, 3 seconds really of your video, or what's going to be a text overlay on your screen. It's going to give you a description to post in the description. The first thing you're going to start off with is a hook, and then this is what the video is about. If you don't know what your chapters are, guess what it does? AI knows what your chapters are. It knows when you start something new. It knows when your subject matter changes from the transcript. Here's your affiliate links. Here's your social media links. Here's your contact information, and here are your hashtags. Could you do this on your own and type it? Yeah, but why would you? Just coming up with titles alone is annoying. I know I've done it. It's what keeps most people from really pursuing YouTube is all that little creative work like copywriting. That's just a pain in the butt, right? Put 100 description if you would use this. If you have a channel, you would use this. The next one we're going to do. All right, these four are incredible. These next 4 are all about how to ethically, gray area, gray hat, steal somebody else's content, redo it in your own brand voice, and make it your own. There's 2 main types of content you can steal, and there's 2 main types of content you can produce. So we're going to go blog to blog. You take someone else's blog, turn it into your own blog article. Blog to video. You take a blog that you really like, any written article, and you turn it into your own YouTube video. Video to blog, you see a really great, super helpful explainer video, and you're like, I want to create some written content around that. And then video to video, which is just bonkers. You're literally taking somebody else's video, which we're going to do right now, taking their transcript, and then it takes everything that it knows about you and your company, and it rewrites it for you in your own brand voice. Not only is it going to rewrite the script, it's going to tell you at every point in the video what should be shown in the background, meaning should it be filmed content? Should it be graphics? Should it be a screen share? Should it be demonstrating something? Should it be a lifestyle shot? Should it be B-roll? It's going to tell you exactly. And you'll be amazed. You're going to look at this and go, oh my God, this just wrote a script for me. I will say this. Previous life, when we ran Digital Mafia, we produced probably, I'm going to say probably 800 or 1,000 videos and commercials. That's a lot. And each one of them costs anywhere between $25,000 to $40,000 to produce. Script writing alone is $1,500. You want someone to write you a 2-minute script? They don't just sit down. You're not paying them per word. You're paying them for like the 12 hours of research and putting together and back and forth, maybe 20 hours of going back and forth at like, 200, $300 an hour. So this is writing it in a moment. Here we go. I took somebody else's video. I inserted our brand writing style. I gave it the purpose of our channel, which is to improve gameplay strategy, purchase best gear, stay healthy, stay uninjured, have fun. I gave it a call to action. Go to the website and compare paddles. When should we ask the viewer to subscribe? After the introduction is the best place. And here, I'll show you that it does say, it does say what's recommended at the end, halfway through, or after the introduction, after the intro. Boom. Target video length. You can choose from 5, 10, 30. 10 is the most popular because that's where you get the, well, it just is. And we can talk about that later. Boom. Going to click generate, cross our fingers, start the countdown. And if this pops up something wonderful, get ready to type 100 video to video. That took less time than, that took about 6 seconds. And what we have here is a 10-minute video. We have 5 title variations. We have an opening hook, what the video is about, introduction, video script. It's already starting off, and it's already giving you visual recommendations. B-roll of a pickleball match showing different serves in action. Visual recommendation, live demonstration of the power drive serve on the court. Animation showing the top spin trajectory bounce. I'm just showing you the visuals at this point, not even the dialogue. It's doing all this in 6 seconds. Closing statement, final CTA. And then let's see, and it does have, where is the asking you to follow? It should be in here somewhere, asking you to follow. Let's do something. Let's get crazy. Let's run it again. And by the way, this is a good point to highlight. If you're unhappy with the results, or if you're like, this is really cool, let's see what else we can do. Roll the dice again. Click run again. Even though you're giving it the exact same inputs, it's going into a machine that's growing and its knowledge base is changing. And it recognizes that it's going to approach it a brand new way every time, even though you're giving it the same information, just like a human being. It's going to give us a very similar script, but it's not going to be the same. These are 5 different titles. Okay. Let's say that you love the script, but you didn't like the titles. Copy and paste your results so that you save your script, and then run it again and see if you can get different titles. It's like rolling the dice every time. Let's see. So even the visuals and even the format is a little bit different. Now it wants an animation showing the top spin serve and how it bounces off the court. On-court strategy graphics showing target areas of the court. It's giving you completely different visuals the second time around. This is one of the few bots, well, these 4, where I'm going to say run them more than once. Copy the results each time and pick and choose what you like the best. We've done so much work on the back end to make sure you get a pretty standardized output, but you can get slightly different results and better results. 100% 100% video to video if you think that this is cool AF. I check and see if you guys are still here. Let's see. Can you still hear me? Let's see. Can I hear you?
I can hear you fine.
I can hear you. Hey, cool. My headphones still work. Cool. Let's see. 100. Awesome. Cool as fuck. Love it. I'll edit that out. This is literally the same thing that's going to happen for these next 4. This one is video to blog. So I'm not even going to talk you through it. I'm just going to click generate on all these. All the input fields are what you'd expect them to be. Links, YouTube transcript, whatever. Click generate. We're going to go to the next one. This one is blog to blog. I took a blog article that I found here about the best pickleball paddles. Anybody tired of hearing me say the word pickleball yet? This is this article that I found there's not even a lot of written words here. It's mostly just like affiliate links, and it still took this context of there's about 300 words in this blog. Watch this. They're taking a 300-word blog, and we're going to turn it into a 2,000-word blog in your own writing style. Unbelievable. There's not even anything written in here. It just understands from the context what it should be about and the paddles that are here. And it can actually follow and snake these links too. Boom. Look at this. This is 5 times longer than the article that we gave it. And now you have a full 2,000-word, full content video with 5 titles, 3 hooks. I know you thought blog to blog wasn't going to be the coolest one, but give me 100% blog to blog. If you could literally go create 1,000 articles this weekend. If you have a spreadsheet somewhere of a bunch of articles and you can just go and poach them ethically, maybe ethically, put them in your own writing style. Someone else already did the research and the work. Now you have content on your website that's SEO optimized. And the last one, blog to video. Is this blog to video? Blog to video. So the same thing. We're going to take this 300-word nothing blog. There's nothing written here. There's an introduction. That's it. And we're going to create a 10-minute video out of this. Bonkers. And we'll check this video to blog. It already did this one. Insane. I should mention for the blog stuff, it's including all of your links to other content in your library, in your blog, internal content, download links, lead magnets, social links, everything's already in there. And again, for the video scripts, it's showing you visual recommendations every step of the way. This took a 300-word blog and gave you a 10-minute video with visuals. Boom. How are we doing on time? We're doing okay on time. There's a couple more that are on here that I didn't know. I'm going to show you this. We don't have time to actually type this out, but this is probably one of the most powerful bots on here, and I probably need to break it up into a couple different bots, and here's why. This is going to write you two sales scripts in one bot. And it's not that long to fill out, but I don't have any of this stuff to type in. Like, we can do this another day and just spend an entire hour just doing scripts, and we can take some of your companies and do this. It's going to create an appointment setting script, which is someone who calls and says, "Hey, my name is Bob. I work for Josh's real estate firm here, and I'm just gonna ask you a couple of questions, and then if you qualify for whatever, then I'm gonna transfer you over to Josh, and he's gonna take it from there." Whatever that is, it's a lot more. It's a lot better than that. And it's also going to create the script for, let's say, Josh, including all of his probing questions, using a framework called the closer framework, and everything that account executive needs to go through from beginning to end with a customer that's qualified, a qualified lead. And it's going to do it all by just filling out these things here. I mean, there's once you have that brand framework done and it understands what your offer is and understands some basic things about you, it's going to do all this for you. Unfortunately, we can't do it today. Trust me, if you were impressed with the other stuff, this one is like 10x that. It's an entire conversation back and forth, including rebuttals. And then to get even more bonkers, these should have been done by yesterday, but we're doing so much right now. We have 4 of these sales transcripts where you actually take you take a recording of your actual sales calls, and then you feed it into these 3 different bots. Right now, there's only one of them live. The first one's going to take that. Let's click on it. It's going to take that transcript of that call, and it's going to give you a summary in a very standardized format, so you can include it in your client notes, or you could literally print it out and then just have a reference. Or if you have to walk into your sales manager's office and they go, "All right, tell me about so and so," and you go, "Okay, hold on," and you can kind of glance, and it has everything there from your conversation. I still, no matter what, like to take handwritten notes, but I think that's just a psychosis. I would still do this even if I had this type of bot, which I guess I do now. Because this is calming to me and helps me think through things and helps me plan what to say next and what I want to ask. But after the fact, once I hang up the phone, I forgot everything that I just heard. So this is a way to just feed these in there. We're going to use another tool through NoteGPT.io. It's going to give you a free transcript of audio up to 20 megabytes. You dump it in here and it's done. The second 2 bots, one of them is going to rate the lead based on that conversation, on how likely they are to buy based on their budget, their timeline, their objections, the questions, the way they answer the questions, and the other criteria that makes them a good fit for you. The third one is going to rank your sales rep. Did they set the agenda in the beginning of the meeting? Score 0 to 10. Did they ask for permission to ask questions? Score 0 to 10. Did they lose control of the meeting, and did the lead start asking a bunch of questions, and then they became just answering questions the whole time? 0 to 10. Did they even ask for a close? 0 to 10. With explanations every step of the way. Yeah, Bob did a great job. Bob asked for the close at the 35-minute mark, right on schedule, and then was hit with an objection. It's also going to rank, is it this one? It's this one. It's going to rank all of the objections that it heard, and then what the rebuttal was from your sales rep. I can't see your faces, but if you ever run a sales team, you're just shaking your head going, "Oh my God." I run huge sales teams, and this would have changed my entire life. No more having to listen to recorded calls or listen to live calls. If you've ever had to plan a whole day, we're "All right, on Tuesday, I got to listen to 3, this whole week, I have to listen to 3 full 45-minute sales calls from 15 different reps. And that's my entire week to give them feedback." Oh, I'm getting PTSD just thinking about it. I'm going to pause here. I'm going to check back and see if you're still here. You are. I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. And I want to kind of take a look at some of what you guys have been typing in here. But now's the time. You can interrupt, jump in. You got questions written down. I got answers. Maybe I do. Maybe not. Yeah, and Jake, how mind-numbing. I mean, just listening to those calls, I don't care anymore. I don't care if this whole company goes under. I don't want to do this. I don't care if we post a goose egg this quarter. I'm not listening to these calls. Welcome, Troy. Saw you sneak in there. Alicia, you didn't have to. You're so polite. You're always so polite. You could just interrupt today. There's not a lot of us.
Michael, I have a question. Are these bots a part of the premium bots that I got last
Yes.
week, or this is in addition? Because I'm a little confused.
Yes. So you guys that are in beta, and a lot of you guys are, you have access to this already. We keep on adding it to the library. You already have access. We release new stuff. You got it.
Okay.
Yep. Nothing to sell here today.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. What else we got? Is this on par for what you thought we were going to be showing you today? Better, worse? And I can take it if like, oh, I was thinking it was going to be more. We're just starting out. I can take it though.
It's great.
100 ranked the sales rep. Tools are insane. Love it. Outstanding. Cool. And again, I'm not looking for ego float here. Like we are very much in the beta phase. We need to know that we're moving in the right direction. And we also, for those of you guys that are in beta are going to join today, whatever, we need your voices. We want you to come along with us and tell us, hey, in my business, this is what I need. Can you do it? We're gonna produce it if it makes sense for us to produce. I'll be honest, each one of these only takes us between 6 and 8 hours to do. And so our development cost on them is like $1,500, but we'll do it. It's not that big of a deal. If we think that people are gonna get value out of it. Right now, we're bootstrapping this out of my pocket until investors come on board, and I have the means to do it. So let's do it. Anything from anybody else, or we just want to get into the offer? It's not much different than yesterday's offer. I'm just opening it up again for the next hour. I couldn't think of anything else I could possibly give anybody. And I see a lot of you guys are already in beta anyway. But so beta, for those of you guys know, beta closed 11 days ago. It didn't fill up in the first day like I thought it was, but it did eventually fill up. Once everyone understood, it filled up right away, the first 30. Then we opened it up 1 or 2 more times just for like an hour. And we're going to do that right now. So it's open for the next, I should probably make it live. It's not open right now. I will make it open in the next 5 minutes. And here's what it's going to be. Instead of 297, 149, whatever it's going to be at the end of the rainbow, which by the way, for those of you guys that are new here today, it goes up every single week what the premium is going to be for new people only, just for new people. And that's based on how many bots we put in there and when we think the value is assessed that week. For everyone that's in beta, it never goes up. If you're paying $79, you will never pay a penny more. And all we ask for in return is, show up, be a team player, post your results in the bot channels and use the stuff, honestly, is number one. And then one day we might come knocking and ask for a video testimonial, and you have the right to tell us, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to hold a gun to your head, but I am going to ask at some point. I'm going to say, hey, time to pay the price, kind of thing. We're going to open that up again today, $79. There'll be a discount code. It's not live right now. You can't use it, but I'll give it to you and I'll make it live right now. $79 a month. And then we're going to do a 14-day money back guarantee, which I don't plan on doing for much longer. I don't really like to have to dip into that pool, but I will for right now. And as long as you use the stuff and hit a couple criteria, show up to a couple meetings, and you're like, I tried it, I don't like it, I'm not going to use it, my clients hate it, we don't like you, then we'll give your money back. And then because we need more data, anyone that signs up today with this link, you can invite a second colleague or a second business owner, a friend, I don't care who it is, as long as they're not already in the group. So don't start like canoodling and trying to figure. But anyone that's not in the group, you can add another team member. They're going to get full access too, as long as your account's active, their account's active. I got a bunch of people doing that right now, and they're splitting the cost. So I can't make it any more affordable than that, if you know what our bills are. But we desperately want, within reason, more people to actually give us more feedback before we open this up and start producing a lot more bots. My main concern is the development cost. And if we're producing stuff that's not working, or that could be better, or we're producing stuff that's not useful to you in your roles, then we're wasting tens of thousands of dollars a month. I'm not worried about the $80 a month. I'm worried about the tens of thousands of dollars a month. Okay? So stick around. Give me 30 seconds to make this discount code live, and we'll pick a new one. We'll make it different from yesterday's. And if you're ready for that code, just type in there like yep, or if you're already in, just type yep. And let me get something rolling here. Who wants to help me pick a discount code today? Who's got something clever? All you clever business owners.
Just make it simple and just say golden.
Golden. Okay, we're going golden. All right, so golden is the thing.
That's actually my maiden name.
Okay, golden for golden. And so everyone that uses golden is going to get, and I'm going to do one other thing I forgot. We offered this yesterday, I offered it to you guys too. For you and your, whoever you add, if you don't add with somebody, then you don't add somebody. But for you and the person you add, I'll do a 30-minute one-on-one with you guys about your business, not about bots, not about anything that we're selling, about your business, what you're going through, what your needs are. And my experience there is that we've launched 500 products to the market, the $1 billion+ in sales. And then the AI agency that I sold, the other company I sold, the AI agency I sold, we had 250 local businesses on that. And it was doing, I always get it back, I think 2.1 million annual recurring revenue after 11 months. and sold that off. So I know what I'm talking about. That's my superpower is I can spend half an hour with you and we'll probably go long. I'm not going to go, oh, I got to go. We'll probably go long. My superpower is I'll be able to help diagnose and help you step back and look at your business in an objective way and solve some major problems. Happy to do that for you guys. Limit 1 per user, expires at 1:30 p.m. Create coupon. Okay. We are live. I'm going to post the link in chat. Boom. So we're going to do that. And then, did it go? And then code golden. Hopefully get it. Oh. This is live for an hour and 3 minutes. My phone, which is now taking a photo of my lovely face, will be glued to my head for the next hour and 2.5 minutes. If you have trouble getting in, you can either here. This is the CRM number. If for some reason I'm not answering on school, you can text this number and say, "Hey, link's not working, code's not working. I can't get in. I need more time. I'm driving. I'm at work. My credit card. My dog ate my credit card." And then we'll hold it up for you. That's it for today. Those of you guys over here yesterday, I'll share something personally embarrassing. Yesterday's meeting, I never hit record. So we'll be doing next week. Maybe I thought about doing it tomorrow, but I need a break from this. My voice can't handle it. My poor introverted heart. Next Tuesday or Monday or Wednesday, I'll be redoing the free and premium bots. We'll be redoing, which is actually I think a godsend because one of the bots, brand identity, it's too big, it's too long, it's too messy. I'm gonna break that up into probably 3 or 4 smaller bots like core values, brand mission statement, maybe brand story, something like that. And then so I'll have a chance to go through those. But yeah, Blake, it is funny. And you know, here's the best part. You want to know when I realized it? The second I click end video, I just screamed the F word. And then I had to check to make sure I was actually clear off camera because I did it the second I clicked end the video. I was like, I didn't press record, and I laughed at myself, and then I left. All right, it's up for an hour. I know that most of you guys here are already in, so and I think we're over 50 members now in the beta. So join it, and we'll see you there.
Michael,
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Typically, are the meeting or events held at on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at the same time?
For beta, it's going to be. I mean, at some point, it's going to be every day.
Okay.
At a certain point, again, like if you follow our numbers, we have the budget to get to 30,000 members in the free group. We're at 500. That would probably take us to, including churn, meaning people that cancel after 6-7 months or whatever, for whatever reason. We'll probably at the end of 12 months have 1,400 members in the premium. And so that's a lot of people to service. So at that point, we'll be doing daily, if not twice a day, meetings with people.
Okay.
And it's going to be good. But right now, I'm doing it just as much as you guys need me to be there. And then at some point, honestly, it won't always be just me. Right now, it's just me. At some point, it's going to be some other team members that are going to lead those meetings. So anyway, that's it. That's all I have. Hopefully, I'll see a couple of notifications on my phone. Some of you guys knew. What's up, La Jolla? All right, guys. See you later.
All right. Thanks.